Hello and welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to continue building our CI/CD, and right here you can see we have Docker Hub, and also we have a production server and we have staging server. In our case, we are not going to have a staging server. We are going to assume that we have a production server where our code will be pulled. And in the last video, what we did is that I actually explained everything about workflow here, the way we are building this workflow. And also if you check right here, you can see the code. Although I didn't go through the code, but code is very simple. It's just a backend, Go backend application. And you can see, for example, here on the route, when you hit, for example, wallets here, and then it will call this function here inside our controllers here. So inside our controllers, you'll be able to see different functions right here. So, and that's all. And right here, you can be able to see that we are using a framework that is called Echo, and that is what we are going to continue looking at. So yeah, so the code is okay. You can see here I've pushed the code several times. So now if I come back here, another thing that we talked about is Docker Hub. So you can see, for example, here we are at Docker Hub, and also you can be able to see my repository. I can go back to the hub right here, and also you can see the images that I have created here. So these are actually images stored in repositories, and you can see in our case here we are going to use wallet here, wallet service, to be able to test our CI/CD. So now what we are going to do is to pull the what we are going to call the code here, and the code I have hosted it in my GitHub, so you can come just here and you can see we have wallet. So this is my GitHub. I have this, and another thing that I want you to notice is that it is not a must that I pull of all of this code here. The only thing that is required at this moment is just this Docker compose file here, because when the code is being built here, you can see, for example, here code is being built, and if you, for example, check here, the code will be built and be pushed to Docker Hub as an image. So in this case, I can just get the just this docker compose.yaml, and this will be enough for me to run that application because I'm going to pull that as an image. So now let me go and now log into the server. And logging to the server, what I mean is that I want to go into this production server. I'm going to just treat this as a production server. So I can come here and log into my server. So I had already logged in earlier, so I'm going to repeat the code, the command. So let me type the password here. So like that. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see here we are inside now the server. So what I can do is that I can SSH to my, or I can navigate to the directory where I want my code to be. So for example here, so as per now, if I do ls, you can see there is these several folders here. So let me clone the code here. So git clone, and then I can take now the code, and let me just come back here, and I can just take this here, and I can come up here and now the paste like that. So you can see it's cloning, and it is ready. So if I do ls again to list, so you can see we have wallet service here, and if I do wallet service here and then ls, you can be able to see it's just similar code, so it's just the same code. And you can see here we have docker compose.yaml. So make sure that when you're running this command that I'm going to run in a few minutes, or in a few seconds, you are inside this wallet hyphen service. And also make sure that if you are testing on your server, you have actually installed Docker. So if I do Docker PS, yeah, you can see we have no container that is running. Already had done the configuration for this server, making sure that I have installed Docker and everything. So you can see here, for example, if I do Docker, you can see the options. Make sure that you can be able to see the same on your end. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just make sure that I run this command docker compose up and then -d, like that, and this will start everything that is inside docker compose file. And maybe before I do that, we can see the services that we have in a docker compose file. So I'm going to come up here, and if I open this docker compose .yaml here, you can see we have wallet service and we have watchtower. So wallet service is our code that is being built and pushed to Docker Hub. And then we have Watchtower, and Watchtower is the one that is helping us to pull the code. So if I come up here, you can see that we have Watchtower, and this Watchtower is the one that is running as a container and will help us to pull the latest code from Docker Hub or this registry here to our production server. So that means that you only need to push your code to GitHub. GitHub will build that your latest code and push it to Docker, and then your latest code will be pulled by Watchtower in your production server. So if I come up here, I will run that to be able to run the services. You can see Watchtower is being run, and also you can see here wallet service is being run. You can see it's pulling. You can see it's pulling the image here. So it's not like you can see it's not building, so it's just pulling, and then it will run that code. So you can see you can use this command, and maybe up here you can specify the the service that you want to run. For example, you can do docker compose up and then -d, and then after that you can do wallet. You can do wallet service if you want to just run wallet service. So for my command here, this means that docker compose the up -d. That means that I want to run every service that I have in this docker compose file, and that is wallet service and watchtower, and then it will create a network that is called wallet underscore nw. So I think that's clear now. So if I now go back and do docker yes, like that, you can see we have two services that are running right here. We have watchtower, which is running at port 8080, and we have our application, which is world service. Actually it had indicated here in the image that we have this, and also maybe the name here is wallet service. So let me first of all make sure that we have logged. So I'm going to do docker logs and then -f, then I can say wallet service, like that. Yeah, and you can see right here that we have you can see the logs that is this is a Go application and it's running at port 3002. So what I can do is that I can come up here and maybe run this. Let me see if I can remember I don't know if I can remember the actual. Yeah, you can see here actually it is this one. So what I can do is that I can run this command here, or just this router. I can try and hit the endpoint, and you can see this is the IP address and then /wallets here. And if I do that, then you can see this is wallet service after CICD. But this is just because I'm returning on the Go here. Maybe let me also show you the router here. So when I hit this endpoint, these wallets here, then it will call this function inside controller.go, this one here. So I don't want you to memorize most things in this application, because this is just a simple application of showing you what happens, what really happens with CI/CD. So you can see after we have hit that endpoint, we call this function, and this function will print this is wallet service after CI/CD. So what I want to do is that I want to test our CI/CD, and what we can do uh, is that we can just maybe, for example, change the name here. So I can say let's see changes, let's see changes happening here, like that. So if I do that, and then I want you to notice something, that in wallet service here already is built. So if I push this code, you'll be able to see that it will be pending here, and it will be building my code to make sure that the changes will be pushed to Docker Hub. So what I can do is that, let me run these commands here really fast. So git push, I'm going to enter my passphrase. So here is my passphrase, and I can push that. So when I push that and then reload here in the Docker Hub, now you can see here that it load. You can see here now this is pending, and this is because it's being built. And actually I can track this being built. I can be able to see everything happening. So for example, it's running that, it's logging into Docker Hub. You can see how it is being built, and yeah, you can see how fast it is. So it's being built, and then after now this one, we are at this point GitHub, and then it will be pushed to Docker Hub. So like that. And also there is something that I want you to notice, that when the watchtower will be, for example, when the watchtower um, we'll pull the code and then depute this here, the logs here, this will exit, it will exit from the this terminal. You'll be able to see that it will exit, but I'm going to show you that actually before even moved from the terminal, I've seen that it has exited. And if I do docker ps again, like that, you can be able to see that it has been rebuilt 13 seconds ago. And if I now go back here, and this means that the build is complete. If I go back here, you can see that it's complete, and you can see added changes, and it has been built 1 minute. So let's see if for example, so remember here we have changed, see changes happening. So if I go back and hit that endpoint again, so I'm going to reload here. Let's see what if the changes will appear here. So if I do that, you can see the changes are happening. So see, let's see changes happening. So, and you can see, yeah, the changes have appeared in our production server. And also what you can do is that you can also look for the logs for watchtower and see how the watchtower is working. So for example, you can see this, it has only checking not container which matches the name wallet service identity or UI service. You can see here found new, and you can see here this is where it pulled. You can see found new wallet latest, and you can see stopping wallet service, creating wallet service, and removing an image. So that's because it first of all make sure that it stops the service, and then it create the service and remove the now the obsolete image, or the image that was running before. Yeah, so that's all that I wanted to show you. Maybe I can repeat this process again, and you'll be able to see that the changes will appear. So for example, here I can say now reverting. Now I'm reverting something just random to show you that we have made changes, and do the same here. And I have seen that it's very fast, so we can just push. Let's push this. So let us see this. Yeah, and I've pushed that in my GitHub. You'll be able to see that that has that is pending. So this is pending right here. Yeah, I need to just come here and log watchtower. Let's see watchtower, making sure that it is actually making sure that we can be able to see wallet service. Actually, watchtower, finding the new image and pulling it from Docker Hub, that is. So right here you can see failed 0, scanned 1, and this is because we have only one service. Because if we had, for example, two service, also you could see here scanning 2. So you can see it's still running here, and it will run uh, this way for very after every 30 seconds, and this is because we have set this here. Let me just come here. So you can see here we have set an interval of 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds it runs. So that's in order, and you can see here actually it has found a new this image here, and it has stopped created and removed the other image that was running before, or this image that was up here. So I hope that you can be able to see how this works, and if I reload here also, you'll be able to see that it has already been built and pushed to Docker Hub. If I come to the Docker Hub right here, for example, you can see 15 minutes ago, if I reload here, you'll be able to see that it will be, for example, 1 minute ago, or maybe seconds, because we have pushed a new changes, or GitHub has pushed a new image that has the latest changes. So it's loading, and you can see here actually 1 minute. I was actually almost right. And now I can come here, and now if I reload here, yeah, you can see now I'm reverting. So that's all about CICD. I can show you right now. At least you know how CICD is working. And this is the last part that we were talking about in our videos, and that's all now. So kindly remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also make sure to like this video and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So have a great day. See you on the next video.